Welcome to Better with Brii Renee, the podcast where we get real, get honest, and get better, one conversation at a time. Here we talk all things family, faith, finances, and everything that just feels good to the soul. This is your safe space to grow, to heal, and to elevate. Because better isn't about being perfect, it's about being intentional. So whether you're working on your mindset, your money, or your relationships, you're in the right place. So let's keep it real, keep it light, and most importantly, keep getting better. Because better starts with you, starts with us. It starts with Better with Brii Renee. What's up, guys? Welcome to Better with Brii Renee, the podcast where we get better together, one conversation at a time. And welcome back. Thank you to everybody that's been liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing, whether you're listening on audio or watching on my YouTube. I'm just so grateful for you guys to be here and to be going on this journey with me. And I'm really excited to get in today's episode because we got a really good guest. But before we do that, you already know we got to start off the episode with a better perspective, with how I feel about whatever I feel like talking about. So whether it's social media, something that's trending, or just my opinion on something. Today, I feel like this has been continuously trending on social media. So I feel like I just wanted to add my little 2 cents into the conversation. But there's always so much discourse about men and women when it comes to dating and the financial status of who you're dating and how you're dating, and whether a woman with this much money should be dating a man with this much money or vice versa. And I just feel like it's such divisive rhetoric. And I think that we are just continuously feeding into this cesspool of tearing each other apart and not really getting to building our relationships in our communities, especially the Black community and household, the Black marriages. We're not progressing by having these conversations because at the end of the day, listen, baby, I done dated rich, I done dated poor. Oh, I ain't gonna say poor, because I don't even like when people call men like broke, because I feel like broke is a mindset. It's not really about how much you have in your pocket, because I personally have been in the space where I didn't have as much money financially, but I've never been broke because I got a mind, I got will, I got ambition, I got drive, and I feel like anybody that has those things will never be broke. So, but I've dated successful, I've dated everywhere in between, and I feel like the money never really defined the quality of the relationship. Like, yeah, it might have added a little sugar on top of some shit, but it ain't never made that wasn't that what made that relationship a good, healthy relationship. And the lack of somebody not being as successful never hindered the healthiness or the fun that I had in certain relationships. So I feel like we need to get away from having these divisive conversations about 50-50 and what somebody should have, because at the end of the day, we all just want a person or somebody to be there that's going to love us through every seasons, no matter what it is that you have, whether you up or down. That's real love. And that's what I really want. Somebody that's going to be there no matter what, because I could be up one day, I could be down the next day, but are you going to be there and be able to hold me down or hold me up in certain seasons when I need it the most? And I think that it's not a gender thing. It really does come down to love. It really don't matter if it's the man being up or down or the woman being up or down. Real love is somebody who gonna ride with you no matter what. So that's my perspective on that. And then stop telling people what to do, because what worked for you might not work for them. My grandma always used to say, what I eat don't make you shit, and what you eat don't make me shit. Meaning what works for you, and what's going to work for me ain't going to work for you. We're individuals, and it doesn't have to be this one cookie cut type of situation. It really should just be what makes you happy, what you can sleep with and wake up with in the morning, or was lay down with at the middle of the night. Like, that's what's gonna work best for you. So that's this week's Better Perspective. All right, y'all, I'm so excited to be sitting down with this guest today. Y'all know I love me a woman, not only another fellow Black woman queen, but she's a hustler. When I tell you, go get it and execute every dream. And y'all know I'm so big on chasing every single dream that you have. And I feel like she does this so effortlessly. She's executed and still executing. It's still going bigger and better. A bean enthusiast. I don't know why she like beans so much, but we gonna get into that. Okay. The girl loves some beans. A bad bitch to her core. Cause she fine. It's all get out. And then a comedian without a stage. Y'all, she's so funny. She's hilarious. And of course, one of the hosts of the BET hit TV show, Travel Queens, that's been doing so good. It's so funny. You guys got to check that out. And half of the podcast, Poor Minds. Plus, she has her new weekly show on YouTube, Love Lex P, where she's breaking down all things in culture, and we're going to get into that as well. Y'all give a big, warm, better welcome to Lex P.
Hey, that was a good intro.
Thank you, boo.
I'm like, okay, I did all that.
You be doing that.
I said she kept going and going and going.
Looking good. She funny. She fine. On this TV, on that screen. Yes, doing it all.
Yes.
And first off, I just want to acknowledge that I am such a fan of you, and just I love you and Andrea with Poor Minds, like just as a media girl from just somebody just wanting to chase their dreams.
Yeah.
And just seeing how and knowing how hard it is to keep going, to be consistent, to build something with a friend.
Yes.
At that, like I'm so proud of y'all. I love y'all, and I felt like I wanted to have each of you, but separately, because I feel like y'all are your own individual person, even though y'all have this joint venture, but y'all both come through and have overcame so much, and y'all are just so different. So I was like, let's shine light on these women individually.
I love that. Thank you.
Yeah. So Drea, you come in.
We'll see you soon.
We're gonna see you real soon. Today is about you, Lex. So talk about that, like the struggle, or if there has been a struggle to maintain your own identity while being a part of this dynamic duo. Yeah. Your homegirl.
I think for me, it wasn't really like maintaining my own identity. I think me and Drea both have such strong personalities and we're confident in who we are. But I think the biggest problem that I felt personally was like people always comparing us in the comments. And what I've realized is, because we know podcasts be falling apart.
Yeah, for sure.
And when podcasts fall apart, especially with friends, it's because they let them comments get to their head.
Yeah.
One person starts feeling like, oh, I'm the Beyonce of the group. And one thing that I love about me and Drea is never gave that.
Yeah.
Like,
I love how different y'all are.
Yeah. And we stand in that and we love that, you know. And I think sometimes people be like, oh, Drea need to help Lex with her makeup or her hair or her clothes, or they be like, oh, Drea not as funny. And it's like, it's not supposed to be like that.
Yeah.
Like
we giving you some yin and yang.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, my girl is funny and my makeup do be tea.
Yeah, for sure.
So get y'all.
You do. You know what I'm saying? No, for sure. And I think that's so big. As I'm like watching y'all personality wise, I think I've always felt more like you.
Yeah.
And like, because we got that tomboy. Bro, we gonna say whatever. We're gonna, be a little funny and sexy at the same time. But I like how reserved Dre is. So it's like, I'd be like, all right, maybe I do need to be a little more classy.
Yes. Like, she brings out that classy side of you, but I'm gonna bring out that ratchet side.
Yeah, I'm gonna beat you right there.
Yes.
Yeah, but you just touched on it a little bit of like how podcasts can fall apart.
Oh, yeah.
Even if you're doing it solo, it take a lot to keep something going consistently for a very long time. And y'all been in the game. I would like y'all OGs in the podcast industry at this point.
It's crazy to think about, but I'm like, yeah, we really are some OGs in this game.
It never stopped.
Yeah.
It kept going. And just to see the evolution of it from, like you said, the house to the smaller studio space that y'all had to now the big set, and even going to the BET Awards. What are some of them pros and cons of like working with your friend consistently like that and having to be, because it's one thing to have first of all, a lot of people ain't even got friends that they've been friends with as long as y'all had the podcast.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Some bitches can't even be friends.
They can't
long
keep
enough.
friends.
Right. Let alone get money and build something. So talk about that. Like what are some of the pros and cons to that?
I think in the beginning, the pros and the cons were we didn't really know how to separate business and our friendship. So a lot of the times when I was mad at her as my friend, or we had a misunderstanding, it would bleed over into the work. You know what I'm saying? Or sometimes if I disagreed with her, like on the show, I'm like, okay, well, I'm not hanging out with her this week. So it was like bleeding in together. And for us, the biggest thing that we did is we separate. Like when we're hanging out as friends, we don't talk about Poor Minds.
Okay.
When we're doing Poor Minds stuff, if we have a disagreement, we don't bring that into if we decide to go out the next day. You know what I'm saying? Like when we're in meetings, we're not besties. We're business women handling business. You know what I'm saying?
Smart.
And if we have a disagreement with Poor Minds, I don't take it personally. I'm taking it as, okay, this is my business partner and she feels this way, and it has nothing to do with how she feels about me personally.
Right.
So I think I've learned to separate my feelings, because I'm sensitive. Drea is not as sensitive as me. I'm like the crybaby all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But so I think that for me, that was like the hardest part, you know, but I think the pro is we learning together.
Yeah.
So it's like when I'm confused about something, I don't feel stupid asking her, or we be like, girl, I don't know how to do this. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I think it's beautiful that I get to experience the world and being successful with my sister. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the best part about it is like, girl, we really doing this. Like every time something happens, I'm like, I'm here with my best friend. You know what I mean?
For sure. Do you feel like it made you want to hang out less? Like in the friendship, because you work together, y'all obviously film so much, y'all do a lot of events together. So it's like, I'm gonna see you anyway. Did it hinder the friendship?
You know what? It didn't, but because I'm not a hangout person.
Really?
I be at home.
Like you be outside.
It's so people always think that.
I'm in your close friends now.
Well,
I know you.
I'll say this. I'll go out to eat.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna go out to eat, girl.
First,
but like going to the club or being outside, maybe once a month.
Okay.
If that. So honestly, I'm like an at home type of girl. And me and Dre are neighbors.
Okay.
We live next door to each other. So I feel like when we see each other, it's kind of like a little bit of both. We get a little bit of, hanging out. Cause sometimes when we film Poor Minds, it'll be like, I haven't seen her in like a week. Okay. And we had a lot of stuff going on. So when y'all watching the episode, it's really us catching up for real. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I don't think it hindered our friendship, but I also think we're not the 20-something-year-olds that y'all met either.
Yeah.
I'm 35 now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not hanging out with my girlfriends all day, every day. Like we talk every day.
Got life shit.
Yes, we got life going on. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it hindered our relationship anyway. I think now we understand our friendship a lot more, if anything.
That's good. That's good. Because a lot of people, like I said, it will ruin the friendship. Like, have you ever felt like that on this journey? Like, you know what? I'm quitting this podcast and you, bitch. I don't.
You know what's crazy? In the beginning, we had those moments where we were like, but we always said we're not gonna do this podcast because we want to be friends. Mm-hmm. So we always said if it came down to Poor Minds or our friendship, we're choosing the friendship because we just felt like the friendship was more important. Now, when the money started coming in, I was
about to say, because I would choose the coin.
Well, but listen, but the thing is now, this is what I don't understand. If I'm being honest, how are y'all arguing when y'all making money? When we be getting them checks in, we be like, bitch, we have too much fun. And honestly, I pick my battles. There's some stuff I'm like, I don't even care to. And she's the same way. She's like, why we not finna go back and forth about this?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I just feel like when you making money and you really have love for somebody, it's no jealousy, it's no competition. Mm-hmm. You really there to uplift your sister and you be happy. Like when Drea started Muse Beauty, I'm like, yes, bitch, this is what we supposed to be doing.
Right, branching out.
Yes, when I started Love Lex P, she was like, it's about time, girl.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think it's because we have no jealousy. It's nothing, it's not no competition. And we really support each other. And it's like, we know what we want to do and we know what our dreams are together and separately too. So I'll be like, a lot of times when podcasts fall apart and we see so many of them, I just be like, I don't think y'all really liked each other.
Yeah, it had to be
something that we just missed.
Because, especially like you said, when the check's rolling in, because baby, I ain't never that mad at you where I don't want to go get
Hey, we can, let's go talk. Right. Let's go a little happy hour.
Figure this shit out.
We can have some tacos and talk about it.
All the way to the bank, bitch. Let's talk all the way to the bank and cash
it
in.
That's what I'm saying.
I want to elevate. And like you said, most of the time it be so small.
Very, all the time.
Ego.
Yeah. Ego is huge with people. And I also feel like with me and Drea, the chemistry cannot be faked. And I think a lot of times
absolutely
people want to create a podcast with their best friend or their cousin or their brother or whatever the case may be because they want to give that best friend podcast. And I'm not saying Poor Minds started that, but I think a lot of times people do look at us at the OGs and see, okay, if they can do it.
Then me and my best friend should have a conversation podcast. Yeah.
Right. But it's like you can't fake chemistry.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So I think it's like you have to do it with somebody who you really care about, but I don't suggest people start a business with their friend though.
No, because I've always kind of felt like that. I think coming from the strip club industry.
Yes, same.
And waitressing and seeing so many girls getting money together and traveling together and falling out. You know, they go on them trips and then they come in and not friends no more. I was like, oh no, I'm not mixing my money with no friends.
Yeah.
Because it can get, because I don't play about my money.
Same.
And then you start, you might not do business how I do business.
Right.
Or you might not be as serious as I am. So I always felt like that was a bad mix. So I personally, because I've had people come to me like, we should do a podcast together.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we should.
No, we shouldn't actually.
No, we shouldn't.
But you know what? I think it's too because people get weird over money too.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not backstabbing nobody for no money or doing no
beg, bar, and stealing.
Yeah.
We're not doing none of that.
Like, I don't ever have to worry about Drea doing nothing weird, vice versa. Like, so I think it's like I trust her with everything.
No, for sure.
So I think that helps a lot
It sounds
too.
like y'all have developed a marriage.
We say that all the time.
Yeah.
I'm like, we're married. Like, by the time I get married for real, I'm gonna know exactly.
You gonna be
what
a
to do.
pro.
Man, what? Because I'm like, I'm married to a woman.
Yeah.
And everybody, it's hard with women and our emotions and things like that. So, yeah, it's definitely a marriage. 100%. That's the perfect way to describe it.
Speaking of marriage, like, I feel like with Poor Minds, y'all have been so transparent, like, on your journey is growing. Like you said, you started out young, 20s, and now we're grown women now.
Yeah.
So we're not the same women that we were, but you've shown and been vulnerable about your growing pains.
Yeah.
The relationship that don't work out, or, or I did this and I'm not gonna do this no more.
Yeah.
Those type of things. But like, how did you go into it knowing like, I'm just gonna be balls to the wall transparent, or are you kind of more reserved on certain topics?
I think now I am, but I'm still me.
Mm-hmm.
So like in the beginning, I didn't know Poor Moms was going to be how it is now.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of times they dig up old clips of things that I've said or relationships I was talking about. I was like, oh my God, I cannot believe I said that. You know what I mean? But I'm like, you know what? That's me. But I think now I really protect my relationships, not only my romantic relationships, but my family, my friends, that aren't necessarily in the spotlight and things like that. I'm just very protective because people are crazy.
Yeah.
It'll be times where I'll tag one of my best friends and her page is private and she'll get like 1,000 friend requests. She's like, girl, every time you tag me, like, stop tagging me, girl.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I just think that I have to do it's my due diligence to protect the people around me who didn't ask for this. And also just to have peace in any situation, especially romantic relationships. I mean, you know how it is being in the spotlight and dating somebody either in the spotlight or not in the spotlight. It doesn't matter. You have to protect it because everybody want to know everything.
Show all your business.
Then
it get ugly too because it's like, and then if it don't work out, now everybody, you feel like you got to sit up and do a PSA or what? It's like too much.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that. Do you feel like you will ever be open or share a romantic relationship?
I always said, y'all will probably like when I have a child and it's like his or her third birthday and I'll pop out.
The third?
Yes. And I'll be like, oh yeah, by the way, I got married 4 years ago. I have a 3-year-old.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't like that. Not that for me.
Yeah.
I love to see other people out there doing it.
Yeah.
But I think that's the one thing. Like, I just enjoy people just not knowing.
But how do you balance the being transparent and still hiding that part of your life? Because I feel like I struggle with that.
I think I'm transparent to a certain extent. Like, I'll tell you, like, oh, I'm dating somebody or this and that. And whoever I'm dating at the time, any man I've ever dated, like, we don't hide. If y'all, go in the Links Mall, y'all might see us in the mall, out to eat, outside, having a ball.
In real life, y'all
In
outside,
real life,
but on your
see
socials.
But on socials, I don't feel the need to, like, post his arm or be like, oh yeah, we still together. I don't have nothing to prove to y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling you I'm dating, or, I'm letting you know what? In my relationship, we had this conversation. I'll talk about conversations that we've had and, discuss it with my friend because that's what I do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I never get in too deep to where it's like detrimental to anything that I have going on or his business, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And it could get messy. I feel like, especially when, as a woman in media, building your own brand, for me, that was the hardest part, like in a previous relationship when I was so public and that was my first time really doing it, but I was just so happy and I'm like, I want to share. I'm so what? Y'all I don't give but then it was like, when it didn't work out, it's like, now I gotta kind of rebrand.
Yeah.
Who I am, or I have to reintroduce myself to the world when it's like you could have just kept that
separate. I will say,
especially when you working so hard, so long, building your own brand.
And you don't want to be known as such and such's girlfriend. Because I will say the one thing that I really have applauded me and Drea on is keeping our relationships very private.
Yeah.
So if you say Lex P, it's going to be Lex P from Poor Minds.
Absolutely.
Lex P from Love Lex P. Lex P from Travel Queens. I'm never, ever going to be attached to a man.
Okay.
And
because Baby did the building herself.
You know what I'm saying? I just feel like you don't get that.
Yeah.
Maybe when I'm married, you know what I'm saying? I don't mind being like, oh, this is such and such's wife or such and such's husband. But I just think for right now, I'm just cool.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like that's the smartest way to go to do it. Because I kind of regretted that a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this is cringe.
But it wasn't cringe. You were in love and it was beautiful.
Sure.
To see.
But
you know what I'm saying?
Transitioning out of that, I feel like it silenced me. And I've never, as a yapper.
Yeah. Certified yapper.
I have never, that scared me.
Yeah.
Like I had never been in a season where I didn't feel confident in who Brii Renee was.
Yeah.
I've been Brii Renee from the A.
Yeah.
I built like you said. So it's like to transition out of that was scary. And it was like, damn, this is how women, I could see how even as a woman who working 9 to 5 and is married to this man and everybody in a small town, I can see how people stay in situations longer because of the pressure of redefining who you are alone. And it wasn't even that long of a, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Public relationship, but it was hard.
But I do think sometimes as women, we all tend to do that, right? Like we fall in love and we lose ourselves in a relationship. And it's not that we're doing it on purpose, but we love my man, because I am definitely a my man ass bitch now. Because I love my man down. Like I be like my man. But also, like I said, I have learned to do it in the privacy of my own home.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times people aren't clapping for you. They're waiting for that moment. They want to see you crash out. And I just don't give people that. I'm not giving you that, you know?
That's good. I'm going to work on that.
I think, but like I said, I don't think you should look at it like a cringe moment. It's a learning moment. And now you know how to move for your future. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't think that anything that you went through publicly was like, if anybody can like point and laugh at you, it's like they couldn't have gone through that.
For sure.
A lot of women that would have been in your shoes going through everything you went through last year would have broken.
For sure.
And disappeared off the face of the earth.
Yeah.
For real. I think a lot of times we don't clap for ourselves.
Yeah.
And we like to look back and be like, oh, why? You know what? Thank God I went through that.
Yeah.
Because the next time is going to be even better and I'm coming out stronger. You know what I'm saying?
No, for sure. And I had to I laugh about it in my head because I feel like going through all that in a short amount of time and coming out like trying to find my voice again. I feel like that TikTok where it's like, hey, how y'all doing? I'm back outside. What's up, y'all? Remember me? No, for sure. It felt like that. But like you said, some people would have just stayed hidden.
Yeah.
So giving myself grace in that space.
You have to.
Speaking of love, why do you love beans? Where did that come from?
What?
I always talk about beans.
I think people think it's a joke.
No,
I am a country girl. You know, I grew up like, you know, kids be like, oh, can I get a watermelon popsicle?
You was asking for beans?
Can I get some barbecue baked beans on my plate? I've never liked sweets. Still to this day, I'm not a sweets girl.
Oh, that's good.
I am not a sweets. Like, if people are like, oh, you need something a little, you know how people eat something, they be like, oh, I need something sweet. I need me a bean.
After I eat, I need me some sweet.
I need me a bean. And I like all green beans, baked beans, black beans, pinto beans. I go all around the world with them now.
What's your favorite bean?
My favorite bean is red beans, like red beans and rice. Okay. I like the sausages in there. I don't know why I love beans. Now, listen. I saw on TikTok, you know, that's where I get my news from. A doctor said that younger people, like in their 20s or 30s, there's a higher rate of cancer. What's it called?
Gut in the gut. I saw that. And gastrointestinal cancer. I can't even.
Yes. And you know why they said? Because y'all not getting y'all fiber.
And
y'all better eat them damn beans. Y'all better eat them damn beans before you get sick.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you make beans or you just like for everybody else? What's your favorite kind to make?
What's my favorite kind of bean to make?
Is that what you bring into the cookout? If we be like, bring it side?
You know what's crazy? I'm the mac and cheese girl.
Me too.
I'm the mac and cheese girl. I did mac and cheese for my Friendsgiving last year. And I mean, it was a shit.
Okay.
I said, oh, I did that.
Yeah.
So I usually don't bring the beans.
Okay.
And it's crazy because like I can make beans. Like my red beans and rice is good.
Okay.
But I feel like my friends make better beans than I do. Like my sister makes really good beans.
I started to bring you some beans, but it was like, it's too many days now because I made baked beans.
I
My
had
baked
beans
beans are
today.
good. You had beans?
I had beans today, girl. I'm not kidding.
What kind of beans did you
So I went to Papado and they have this sword. It was a swordfish. What kind of fish was it, Killer? And it was what was it? Cannelli beans?
Cannelli beans.
They're like white beans. They look like white beans. I
Okay.
think that's how you say them. It was a foreign bean that I have never had
I'm
before.
about to say, I ain't never heard of that.
It was I'm probably
Like
saying
a butter bean.
That's what it looked like. A butter bean.
Okay.
Ooh, girl. When I tell you, I said, I don't know who in that kitchen. But they know something.
They got a little fat on their arm.
Hey, that arm was jiggling in there, girl. Ooh, it was good, child.
Okay.
Listen, on the way here, I promise. I said, you know what's motivating me? I'm finna kill this shit because I'm going home to finish my beans. I promise you I said that.
I'm so glad you had you some beans before.
Yes. It's waiting on me, girl.
That makes sense though. From the South country, you like
Yeah,
that's
I'm
your
country.
That's your Southern dish.
Yes, I love it. I love all Southern food. I'm a country girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Speaking of you from Texas,
Yeah.
I know that you used to work in a strip club. We talked about that before, like
Yes.
being from the strip club industry and waitressing and just going through that. Like, and a lot of people don't understand that. Like, you meet so many people and make so many connections, but you also learn so many like life lessons in the club.
Oh man.
And then you go into the industry. This is the industry, like music, entertainment, media. What are some of those lessons that you feel like you took from the club with you now?
I was talking to Bank about this. Shout out to Big Bank. And I was saying,
He done came up twice today.
yes, that's my dog. And I was telling him I was so green. I grew up in Orange, Texas.
Okay.
So very, very small town. So when I moved to Houston, I was very green. I didn't know left from right. So I started working at the strip club and it just brought out a whole different side of me of stuff that I still use to this day. Like that hustle, that ambition. You got to go out there and get that money. You know what I'm saying? But you can't let it. I know it sounds so corny, but girl, make that money. Don't let it make you.
Yeah.
And it's like, cause you know how many girls I've saw like in the club lose themselves and get lost in the sauce. So many girls that I see now move to Atlanta and they think, oh, the flashing lights, I'm finna be a star. And it's like,
No.
10 years later, they still in the club, run down. And that club life will swallow you up.
Especially if you don't have a plan.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
But you can make so much money.
It's consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it gets to the point where you like all money, not good money. And it's not that it's bad money.
Right.
But it's just tearing on your soul if you don't like. I'm sure you probably feel like that. Like I had a dream. I'm like, I don't want to be here anymore.
Yes.
I just don't want to be in this environment around these people. And it was no shade to them. I just felt like I had outgrown this space, but I didn't really know what I wanted to do next yet or how. I knew I wanted to be in media, but I didn't know how.
Same.
How?
Yes. I don't know how to do nothing.
I don't know. Nobody out there. I
Right.
don't know. So for me, I started with doing music videos. Then I meet people on set.
That's right.
You know, it's sexy. Coming up cool with the red.
That's right.
And from there, meeting those people and those connections got me in it. But it was like, while I was still doing both, it was a desire like that burning in me that I could not just stay here. And I think a lot of people get stuck because they don't know what's next or how to even get there.
And I think being in the club every day is not normal.
No.
You know, like dressing how you have to dress, talking to men, how you got to talk to me. You got to be flirty. You got to have fake phone numbers. And it's just a lot on you mentally. You looking at
drinking,
smoking,
like whatever you got to do to stay up.
And then it's like you're eating bad. You don't feel good. You waking up at 1:00 in the afternoon just to get up and have to do it all over again. It's not a normal lifestyle. And I knew that's not what I wanted for myself.
Right.
And I was like, I cannot stay here. So when I stopped working in the strip club and I moved to Atlanta, I was still working in the club as well. I had a regular day job and I was working in the club, but I only worked in the club out here for like maybe a month. Oh,
that's good.
Because I was like, why am I going to move here and do the same thing I was doing in Houston?
Yeah.
You were trying to get out of that. So I was like, you know what? I'd rather struggle with my 9 to 5 and figure it out than get lost in that sauce again.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
And it's a lot that you have to, like you said, it's not normal. You have to unlearn even that environment.
Yes.
Like I didn't realize how much I over sexualized women.
Same.
Like I would just, you know how you at work, walk up and smack bitch on the
Yeah.
yeah. And I'm doing that. I'm like, oh, wait, you're not.
Yes.
I don't think like that.
Right.
We
For
gotta
real.
learn. Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's a lot you really have to like unlearn.
And I think the way I used to look at men is totally different now. If you watch like earlier episodes of like Wind Down Wednesday and Poor Minds, like we would talk about BDBs and you got to get you a man, girl. If he don't get you this and get you that, then what are you doing? It was a lot of that.
Yeah.
And so it's funny now because when, you know, I'm talking about, eventually I want to get married one day. I want to have kids. People are like, oh, but not Miss BDB. I know you don't watch the show because I've grown a lot since then. It's like, and that's one thing I do hate about growing up on camera. It's like we have all said things in our 20s that we changed our mind about in our 30s. It's just you weren't bold enough to do it on camera, or you don't do it on camera.
Right.
My evidence is still out there.
Yeah, it's a trail, but it's okay. It's a trail of growth.
Yes, big growth. Because we don't even, when I say BDBs, people be like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know y'all still said that.
No.
Because it's like we don't talk about that anymore. Because I'm like, I'm the BDB, child.
Right, okay. It's giving that energy.
Looking for the perfect space to bring your vision to life? Welcome to Visionary Production Studios, where creativity meets capability. With over 10 dynamic sets, including a fully equipped kitchen set, we're built for creators, brands, and dreamers who don't just want content, they want cinema. Whether you're shooting a podcast, cooking show, campaign, or content series, we've got the space and the team to help you make magic and bring any vision to life. If you can see it, we can help you shoot it. Let's turn your vision into production at Visionary Production Studios.
What's some of the things that you feel like you want now that have changed? Like you said, like from the BDBs, even if it's a man or even career-wise, that you felt like you wanted in those younger years, but now the evolution of Lex P has broadened your horizons.
You know, I used to want, like, I wanted to be like, I don't want to say famous, but I wanted to be like, okay, I got to get all these followers because the more people know me, the more money I'm going to make. But I realized it's like, no, it's not about that. I love the community that we have. And of course I want more people to join and stuff, but I don't really care to be like known. Like I like the poor crew and what we have, you know, my love Lex P people. Like I love it. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what I used to kind of chase, like the notoriety and like getting the likes and getting all the comments, like stuff like that. And I think relationship wise, I used to chase, like, I used to think I wanted to be like, you know, the baddie with the rich guy, and you don't do nothing. I can just sit at home in this big old house. I'm like, no, I want somebody who is equally yoked. Like if I got $1 million and you got $1 million, we got $2 million.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what we can do with $2 million versus $1 million?
Right.
So I think my mentality on like 50-50 has changed a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like 50-50 doesn't look like what people try to make it seem.
Yeah, it's not like, oh, well, we splitting this check.
Yeah.
It's $50, so you got 20. Yeah, it's not like that.
Yeah, I want a partnership. Mm-hmm. I want that. I don't want somebody doing everything because that just doesn't make sense.
Right.
And realistically, the average person in America, I'm tired of them getting on, oh, a man has to pay everything, babe.
Yeah.
Let's be real with
that. Life is expensive as fuck. Who
is paying for it? Like if a man is making like $70,000, why would you want him to pay
for everything?
Because if he's making 70 and you making 70, y'all got 140 together, make that work.
And then it's like, as a woman, what value do you bring? And it's not like your money is your only value, but it's just like you want him to know that you're equally invested in him just as much as he is with you, because nobody want to just give,
right,
and you just taking,
right.
Like they want to feel like, okay, I feel appreciated, I feel reciprocated, I feel like she got my back, just like I got hers, and it can look like that in different ways, like you said.
Right. But I also think it's okay for people, like that's the lifestyle I want for me. Mm-hmm. If somebody else wants a lifestyle where they want their man to pay 100% and you want to be a housewife or whatever it is, because that's a job too. Mm-hmm. That's okay. I'm not shaming you, so don't shame me.
Right.
You know,
right.
I think we all need to let people live their lives and their relationships how they want to.
Exactly. And I do, at the top of the episode, I do Better Perspective, where I give my opinion on whether it's something trending or how I feel. And that's literally what my Better Perspective was on this episode, is that I just want people to stop telling people what to do.
Yes.
Because you, learn in different ways and grow. Like, I guess because I grew up with a lesbian mom, mm-hmm. I never saw or thought a man had to provide.
Right.
I saw my mom be super successful and be ambitious and
Yeah.
chase every dream. So I felt like, oh, I'm gonna chase every dream I got, and I'm gonna be rich as hell, and I'm gonna have all this. And the man never really was even in the equation. It wasn't that I thought I was gonna be lesbian. I just didn't feel like. I honestly, growing up, I saw like the Oprahs, the Tracy Ellis Rosses, and I thought, oh, I'm gonna have to choose being either successful or having a man. But it's like, okay, so I'm like, I know regardless I'm gonna be successful. I'm finna get that bag. I knew that from early on, but I think as I grew into being a bad bitch and getting sexy and working in the club, that's when that came into my ear, like, oh no, a nigga need to take care of you. He gotta fly you that, he gotta fly you out. So, or you not really living if you ain't got this and that. So I think that's when I started to hear. But now that I'm grown, I'm like, oh no, this whatever the fuck I wanted.
Yes. And I think I just value different things now. Like, don't get me wrong, I love a bag, I love a shoe, I love a trip.
We love nice things.
Of course we love nice things, but for me, it's just like when it comes down to it, that does nothing for me.
Yeah.
Now, like, I just bought a house. That's what I care about. I care about investments. Like, thank you. Like, that's what I want. I want to have something for my kids eventually. You know what I'm saying? Like, now I have property that's going to be mine forever. So even when I buy another house, I still have that.
Yeah.
So I think that's what's important to me, like building something.
Absolutely.
I mean, I have some, Chanel bags to get to my daughter. I mean, that's cute or whatever, like that, but it's not nothing that's like going to move me. Yeah. I don't mind building something with somebody. And I think we're losing that.
Absolutely. And even as a homeowner, like you said, what's going to bring you back return on your investment? Like that Chanel bag, I'm gonna look cute, I'm gonna get a good picture, everything, but okay, I don't worry. It don't. I'm not. We never gonna resell it. Even we always say that. I can resell it.
Hermes appreciate.
Bitch, you never selling that bag. Okay, you never selling. You gonna die in that Chanel.
Selling that bag.
Not selling.
And I will say, for the people that are in their chapter of their lives where they can do both, they can get the Chanel bags and the properties. That's what I eventually want for myself. But I'm saying for like right now, it's just smarter for me to invest my money in things that are gonna bring me money back in the future. You know what I'm saying? Having equity and things like that. So.
Absolutely. I've been a homeowner since I bought my first home at 23.
I know that's right.
So, and because I was in the club, waitressing, making all this money at my family club. And I'm like, these girls don't even have a car or a house to go home to, but they got every bag. They got every shoe. So I, at the time, and again, no judgment to nobody in your situation, I didn't feel comfortable pulling up to my apartment with a Chanel.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn. But it's also because of the exposure.
Yeah.
What I had seen. Like, my mom had built every house. So I think that we have to give people grace to what they know and what they don't know.
Exactly.
They don't know. So it was like, for me, once I learned that, and I'm like, oh, I could flip this house. And it carried me through the pandemic. When I bought a new house and I had a tenant in there, like things like that. Like I only knew because somebody was out there to teach me, show me.
And that's a blessing because a lot of us, especially Black people, we don't have that. We don't have financial literacy.
Yeah.
So we're working in the club and we're trying to keep up with these girls, not knowing that they don't have anything either.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, oh, who got the newest Chanel? Who got the newest Louis? Who got the... That's cool, but what are you going to have 10 years from now that matters?
Yeah.
That's going to set you up. You know what I'm saying? So I just think getting out the club helped my mental so much.
So much.
Growth. Child. Amen.
But speaking of like not knowing or knowing what you don't know, what do you feel like you wish you had known sooner? And it could be relationship, family, life, career.
Oh, I think like we were just talking about, I wish I would have known better about like investing, like in stocks and doing all that stuff. Like, you remember that stuff that was like, I wish you were here? Remember that Forex nigga?
Yeah.
They was scamming, but they knew a little something.
A little bit. They had enough knowledge to bring you in.
You know what I'm saying? But
like, oh, you don't say. And after that, it was it.
That was it. But I do wish at a younger age I would have spent my money better. Because like I said, working in the club, I was making a lot of money and I was spending a lot of money.
Yeah.
I think that's the only thing. But because I feel like everything else in life has been a good lesson though. Because even with my spending, like I look back on it and I kind of wish I did it different, but I needed that lesson. Like I feel like everything that I have done is why I'm here today. Yeah. And I like right now, I'm in such a great chapter of my life.
Ooh.
And it took me a long time to get here, child. It was a lot of fighting, a lot of therapy, a lot of church, just a lot of resetting too, a lot of forgiving myself. And But I had to go through that. I had to go through all of those lessons. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like I don't really regret anything, but I do. If I would have did better by my money, I probably would be even better.
No, for
you know
sure.
What I'm saying?
But it's learning lessons.
Yeah.
Speaking of like being in a good space, that's so good.
Man.
First of all, we love a good space.
Yes.
Because I feel like as Black women, it's so hard for us to get there.
All the time.
Yeah, and it's always something that's going on that we got to deal with, put a fire out, or just navigate it.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you share this much on your page or in your regular, but I'm in close friends, so I see you post your mom a lot.
Yeah.
And I know you lost your mom. Like, how did you navigate losing her, but then like still having to work and show up and be Lex P? Like,
because
it's been 2 years now.
Yeah, it's 3 years. Because it was 2022? Yeah, 3 years. So I think for me, that first year I didn't navigate it well at all. I think I masked it and made it seem like, oh yeah, like my mom is proud of me. She would have wanted me to go on tour. And cause my mom passed and I went on tour almost 2 months after.
Oh, that was quick.
Yeah, it was really quick, but I've always been that person where I work through my problems. If I'm going through something, I just throw myself into work. So a lot of that was a blur. I was drinking a lot. I was like just trying to mask everything. So I really didn't navigate it well until I was like, you know what? You have to face this and you have to go through the emotions. And I learned that grieving is a journey and it's never going to stop. And it's okay. For a while, I was like, I'm not going to cry today. And it's like, why, girl? Cry. It's okay.
It's your mom.
You gonna have times where you wake up and I'd be laughing so hard thinking about my mom. And it'd be some times where I just think about her and I just cry. And I had to realize, hey, Lex, this is what the rest of your life looks like. And that's okay. Don't try to fight it. Go through the emotions of whatever you feel. That's why I post her a lot because I think about her a lot. So it's like, okay, I want to post my mom today. You know what I'm saying? So I used to not post her because I wouldn't want to think about it. But now I post it because I'm like, yeah, I'm thinking about her. And that's okay. Yes, I'm crying today, and that's okay. So I think that's how I navigate it now. It's still not easy.
Yeah.
Like, I be having, when I was going through the process of buying this house, I was like, because none of my close friends are homeowners. Like, I'm the first one to really jump the gun and do it. So I'm like, I wish my mom was here. I don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? Because when you have your mom that you can call and ask her, Mom, what's my blood type? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and she gonna answer
baby.
Yes, for sure.
So it's I have to, of course, I'm a 35-year-old woman, but we still they babies. So
Always.
when you don't have that anymore and you really I'm really out here on my own. So, but I've learned to lean on my friends and my family, my sister. Me and my sister are like that. And it's crazy because me and my sister have always been really, really close, but my mom passing away made us even closer. We are attached at the hip now. So, I think navigating it with her has helped too.
Yeah.
Because if I didn't have her going through this by myself, I don't know, girl.
And I can only imagine I'm dealing with nothing similar, but my mom is away right now.
That's a lot.
And it was like, damn, is this how it feel when, you said, I'm gonna pick up the phone, call my mom for everything. She knows something or somebody, she has a solution
for everything.
For everything. And so it's the fact that you can't do that is it's like, damn, I had to come to terms and have that conversation with myself. One day she won't be here.
Yeah.
You have to come to terms with that now, but you don't think about that. And then it made, like you said, made me respect mothers so much more because we grown as hell and we still want to call them for everything. So it's you're never done as a mom. It's not till 18. It's forever. It's a game.
Yeah.
You got now.
And I think too we look at our moms like superheroes. And I always looked at my mom like that. And it's really sad to say, but my mom passing away humanized her for me. Because it was
I know exactly what you mean.
Yes, because I was like, my mom is everything. She can do everything. She can, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a person, and she was sick, and she died.
Yeah,
she's a normal human who was struggling like a regular human.
Person,
yeah. So it really humanized her for me. So that was another emotion that I had to deal with. Girl, your mom was human. She wasn't. She was trying to figure shit out like you were.
Yeah,
she didn't have the answer to everything.
And then it makes you give them so much more grace because it's like, damn, you figuring it out, and you got a motherfucker you got to feed too. And my mama had two too, so it's you doing that.
Imagine you work a 12-hour shift, you walk through the door, you got a little bitch in your face asking you for some beans.
Right?
Go sit down. I done had enough. I used to be stressing my mama out.
Sure, me too. And yappers. So we got that mouth. I know you probably talk back to your mama. That was my biggest
Girl.
complaint with my mom.
Yes.
Mom. So it's just like, it made me, going through this too, made me realize like, oh, she's a person trying to figure life out too. And the pressure she even feels as a mother, even in this situation, and I'm grown, we must start grown as hell. And you still feel like, gotta take care of somebody. You trying to take care of us and we trying to take care of you. So it's like, I feel you on that. And
so how have you been navigating it though? Like her being away?
Similar to you. First, didn't want to deal with it.
Yeah.
Like just didn't want to address it, didn't want to acknowledge it, boxing up my emotions, and then dealing with losing friends, losing a relationship all at the same time. It was just like too much. So I was depressed. I last summer, I did not leave the house. But it actually took somebody booking me for an event for me to actually come out. And I'm like, okay, damn, let me try to work my way through now. But now it's like, I went through that. It's different phases. Yeah. It's like, it's grief still. It's different phases. I went through that phase of that. Then I went through the phase of like, okay, I'm going to try to work my way through it. Then I went through the phase of, all right, she's a human. One day I am going to lose her for real. Yeah. So let's try to prepare, not only mentally, emotionally, financially, but just like in defining the type of woman that I am and standing on my own 2 feet in every single way, so that when that moment comes, because we all gonna have to leave here one day. Yeah. When that moment comes, it won't shake me so much. And I'm sure it probably
That's
will.
why I say you say that and it's just
but I think that we're human, so naturally as a human you try to like protect yourself. Yeah. We're always in a process of protecting ourselves. So I think that too. And it made me I tell people this. I used to tell niggas all the time, like, I don't date street niggas because, baby, you go to jail.
Yeah. I'm gone.
I'm outside. I hold nothing down but these feet as I walk away. I used to say that all the time. And I was like, damn, it's funny how God have a way of making you like, you said you would never hold nobody down, but now I'm holding my mama down. I would never turn my back on her. Yeah. But even I have so much more grace for people who go through having a family or a loved one or somebody incarcerated, because it's so hard. It's like, I have no other way to explain it but like somebody dying. Yeah. Because it's like that version of them is gone, and then she hasn't come home yet. She's going to have to redefine herself in every way. And then just who they were to you, you don't have them like that no more. But it's been tough. So I'm in that phase now where like I'm redefining who I am and trying to stand on my own 2 feet and make decisions as a big girl.
And I think for you, and that's why I say I do want to take a look. I don't mean to take over, girl, but I have to give you your flowers as well, though, because everything that you've gone through was so public. With your mom, the friendship stuff, with your breakup. Like, it was nothing that was behind closed doors. You had to go through.
Like, please.
Oh my gosh.
Girl, it was.
I mean, and if I'm being honest, it was to the point to where this guy in New York had like texted me and was like, hey, is your girl straight? And I'm like, what? How you know what's going on? Yeah. It was like everybody was talking about it. Yeah. So that's why I was telling you, like, the fact that you like have came back and you have another podcast and you are still here doing it, girl. I have to like, it gives me chills, girl, because it's a lot.
It's hard.
Yes, you went through a lot.
Yes, and it's hard to look yourself and be like, no, you still you.
Yes.
Like, because you take losses, and I think I went through, this is another season I went through that people don't talk about with grief. Sometimes you go through so many losses back to back, because even before this wasn't probably as public, but my uncle, who was my mom was gay, so my uncle was the only father figure I ever had. And I didn't even realize that until he died. But he died the year right before Jackie died.
Lord have
so
mercy.
it was like really 2 years of loss. And I think going through so many losses, people don't talk about that phase where you're so afraid to lose anything else. Yeah. So you holding on to shit that you shouldn't even be holding on to, because you just so afraid of taking another loss.
Yes.
Like, and they can go for jobs, relationships. You like, well, I just don't want to feel no more pains. I don't want to take no more L's. Yeah. So it's like I stay in situations and even working places that I should have left. Yeah. Healthy me would have left. But broken or sad me in that season was so afraid. So it's like, no, trusting myself again to know when to walk away from whatever it is that's not serving me.
Yeah.
I think rebuilding that confidence, rebuilding the confidence of who I am as Brii Renee, redefining that as a woman, as who I am in my family. Because, baby, my mama was the matriarch of my family.
Yeah.
So when she left, everybody like, well, now you got to fill them shoes. I'm like,
looking at you like, all right, you next in line.
and I'm like, no, babe. I got to wear some 11s, but I can't fit them shoes. I'm not putting them on.
I am so weak.
So, and standing in that too, because that's something I always knew in the back of my mind. If and when she passed, that was gonna happen.
Yeah.
I just thought it would be. I would be
way
established. I would have my shit together more, so it wouldn't bother me. But it's like, oh no, now that it's here, nah, baby, I can't do that right now.
Yeah. It's a lot. And it's okay to be selfish though too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what a lot of Black women, we don't want to feel like we can't be selfish. And this is about me.
And saying no.
Yeah. Oh yes,
no.
baby. I'm saying no. I'm not having your kids. I'm not going out tonight. I don't want to do it. I'm not doing it.
No. That's something I definitely learned in this last 6 months to a year. Because I feel like I was naturally a people pleaser too. Like, overextend myself.
Same.
Yeah, like, oh, whatever. Yeah, I can do it. I can do it. But no, I don't have it.
Yeah.
I don't have the energy to give you, babe. I can't show up. I can't come. I'm sorry. It's Lil Ray Ray's birthday party. He will have another one, and I will catch up with the next one.
I'll be there next year.
TT sending her love from afar. Oh, I'll Zell you some money to buy that baby whatever they want. I'm not coming. I'm not coming.
Yeah, no.
Protecting myself in all aspects of that too. Dang, we've been covering a lot, Lex. Just
look at us.
Yeah.
Getting through it.
Let's talk about Love Lex P. Yes. Why did you want to, what made you be like, all right, I'm going to jump the gun and step out on my own and do Love Lex P?
So with Love Lex P, I'm talking like all things like pop culture. You know, I don't care what people say. I know everybody likes to say, celebrity gossip is so messy. Why do y'all want to be in people's business? Look, I was raised on Joan Rivers. Okay. I was raised on some Wendy Williams. I like to gossip.
We like a little tea.
You know, I just like to sip a little tea. And what I do is,
and it's in our face regardless. You're not going to not see it. It's on Instagram.
Right.
You're not scrolling past.
Shade Room got millions and millions of followers, okay?
Right.
But I do feel like one thing that I try to do with Love Lex P is I keep it lighthearted and fun. Mm-hmm. Because one thing I have to remember is that these people that I'm talking about are still humans.
Yep.
So I never want a clip of mine to reach a celebrity or reach somebody and they're having a bad day and they see that and they're like, dang, Lex, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I do it in a way where it's fun. I'm not laughing at you like I'm making the.
It's like, girl, now we know.
Yeah, you know, I feel like we should make celebrity gossip is a thing. It's not going anywhere.
Never.
So I think with Love Lex P, I wanted to make it fun again and enjoyable, like how Wendy used to be. And she would have guests come on after. So eventually I do want to have guests on, but I just did Love Lex P because I like to talk.
Yeah.
You know, I think Poor Minds is about us. Mm-hmm. I wanted to do something where I don't have to talk about me. Mm-hmm. I get to talk about y'all.
Yeah, I want to talk about y'all.
I want to talk about y'all business. I'm tired of talking about my business. Yeah. And I really, it's like a labor of love. I have so much fun with it. Like, it's like
it's so you too.
It is me. Like, cause I'm a messy bitch that lives for drama, girl. Cause sometimes I'll be like, y'all, cause I call them the lovebirds. I'll be like, lovebirds, let me tell y'all what happened this week. Yeah. It just be going down over there. Like, we really have fun. And I will say, and you can probably attest to this, when you have a platform that grows really big, you start having people that come in that didn't see your growth from the beginning. So a lot of people in Poor Minds comments that are new, like 90% of the comments are sweet, of course. But you do have people like, oh, I don't like Lex. I can't listen to her. I can't. So you do have those mean commenters. So I feel like Love Lex P is for people who love Lex P. Like, this is my community.
You want to hear more of me?
Yes. Y'all are here for me, to support me. Y'all not in the comments being mean and telling me not to say this, not to say that. Like, we have fun over there. So I think that was like a big point, because Poor Minds is like out of this world now. Like, it be people that, why are you even listening to me? You don't even like Black women. Why are you over here? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, if you're an incel, why would you be watching Poor Minds?
You're sick. You're right.
Right. So I think it's like, it's such a big platform now, but like with Love Lex P, it's smaller and it's like, it's fun.
Yeah, I like that. And I think that, like you said earlier, going from sharing so much of your life in public and growing in your journey, I think you have that in the back of your mind, which helps you keep it light and fun. So it's like, you're like, you know, you in the same shoes.
Because I know how it feels.
Exactly.
To have somebody rip you apart for doing absolutely nothing.
For living, for making a mistake, for loving, for whatever.
Yes. So I definitely, you know, I keep keep it light, not cute. And I review reality TV shows too. So
Yeah.
we just have fun over there, child.
It's good. I love it. I'm proud of you. And I'm proud of you for being, you know, courageous enough to step out and do something of your own.
Yeah.
Even after you, again, having a brand that you've already built.
Yeah.
A platform that's already super successful. A lot of people would have just stayed in that box.
Yes. And it's scary too, because I'm used to having, like, if I say something stupid or crazy, having Drea there be like, all right, to kind of help me clean it up, or just having somebody to bounce off of.
Right.
Everybody thinks it's just sitting in front of a camera.
No, it's not.
It's hard to have a partner, but it's even harder to sit there by yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's an adventure. It's
No.
hard. Yeah.
What's some advice you would give? Because I was even, again, coming from all of this in my journey, but then stepping out and doing my own podcast by myself, I was like so nervous. Like, damn, am I starting too late? Should I have already been did this? Like, you know, just doubting myself. But what's some advice you would give to not only me, but anybody else out there that is looking to start a podcast or a show or just jumping out there? Because a lot of people will be like, it's so oversaturated now. Why would I even do it? But
I hate that word, oversaturated. I hate it because I don't think anything is oversaturated. I always say that. I say this every podcast I go on. Just because they're a Chipotle right there don't mean they're not going to build that Taco Bell across the street. When you go to the bread aisle, it's 60 different breads.
You're right.
All that stuff. My advice to people, now, it sounds so cliche, but when I tell you it works, you have to be consistent.
For sure.
You have to. I post Love Lex P every Monday at 10 a.m. We have posted Poor Minds every Friday at 7 p.m. for 6-7 years. Never missed a Friday.
Yeah.
Never missed a Friday.
Good.
I don't do seasons. I don't do none of that. You gonna see me every Friday. You gonna see me every Monday. 10 o'clock, the episode is up. I don't care if I'm sick. I don't care what's going on. I'm filming my show. I don't care where I'm at. Girl, ask Killer. I packed up my camera bag and I set it up in a hotel room and I recorded myself because I'm getting this content out.
It's going to happen.
Consistency wins every time. Post on all platforms, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, whatever. Just post yourself everywhere. Everybody's like, ooh, should I post this? Girl, post it.
Post it.
Some stuff gonna work and some stuff not gonna work. But I know you gonna see me.
Yeah.
It might got 3 likes, but you scroll past, you saw me.
it.
You saw me, girl. You know what I'm saying? You saw me. So you just have to continue to put yourself in people's faces.
I love that. That's really good advice. And I think that's so important because even with me starting this journey, I'm like, dang, should I do a season? Should I do weekly? Like, how do I want to like roll it out? But that's the biggest thing. I'm like, whatever I start, however I started, you got to keep going.
Do not stop.
Yeah.
I always tell people that. Don't stop. I don't like, seasons work for some people. I don't like seasons.
Okay.
Straight through.
Right. We were
No days off. But I like, you got to record.
Yeah.
In bulk.
Record for sure.
Pre-record now.
Now I know that too.
Yes, because with Love Lex P, I can't pre-record.
Because you got to be on a
hot
weekend.
topic.
Yeah.
So, girl, I be walking around with that camera back through the airport. People be seeing me. I got to bring my camera everywhere,
like, tell y'all what happened over the weekend.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But you got to get it done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I always tell people, be consistent. And I'm talking down to the day and the time. It needs to be the same day, and same time, period. Like, you have to train, your listeners to know, oh, it's 10 a.m. Oh, I love Lex P on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just like we used to be on TGIF when Boy Meets World came on.
Yeah, or 106 Park.
Yeah.
It's coming on every night.
You knew, you know what I'm saying?
I love it.
Yeah.
So what's next for Love Lex for Lex P?
For Lex P, what is next? I am getting into my acting bag.
I heard that.
Yes.
When I was, putting some stuff together.
Yeah, so I am doing my acting thing, and I really want it because I know people want me to do stand-up so bad.
You're so funny, Lex.
Thank you, but I will say, stand-up I don't think that's for me.
Okay.
But I do want to do like comedic acting. I think that's where people will get their most enjoyment out of me. I feel like being on stage is fun, but I don't feel like home there. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So I had a voiceover project that I recently did.
Okay.
That was really fun. It's like an animated movie that's coming out. And I like doing that too. So I'm like, maybe I can get into some voice acting.
Yeah, that voice acting bag is crazy.
Yeah. So I'm getting into my acting bag. Like, that's my next like big thing I'm going to dive into.
That's good.
with all. I'm still gonna do my hosting stuff, and love Lex P, Poor Minds. That's not going nowhere. Travel Queens. We're hoping for a season 2.
Period.
But yeah, my next big thing is definitely acting.
I like that. I can see that. Who would you have as your love interest if you had a rom-com?
Ooh,
A romantic comedy.
A romantic comedy. Who would I have? I'm trying to think. Who do I really, really like that I feel like we would have a good time on set? Because I don't want to say the typical like Damson. I feel like everybody says Damson.
Yeah, because he fine.
Because he fine. You know what?
Who?
I would like to do Trevor Noah.
Okay.
I think he is so witty and funny.
I never would have thought that.
Yes, I really enjoy his comedy. And he's so smart.
Yeah,
I think that's why I like him.
Yeah.
He's
and
smart.
Y'all funnies would balance each other. It's kind of like you and Drea dynamic.
Yes,
witty funny.
exactly.
And then the crazy funny. Okay,
yes.
I like that. That's different. I never saw that coming up.
Girl, I'm like the person when I'm watching a movie, I can name like random actors and random people. Mm-hmm. That's celebrity gossip in me, child. I know everybody is.
Everybody tea.
Yes.
I love that. Well, before you go, I like to ask all my guests, what do you want to, because it's better with Brii Renee, so what do you want to be better at right now in life?
You know what I want to be better at? And I'm going to talk about you. I want to be better at going to the gym, child. Because the way that body be auditing, I'm no better than a man. When I walked in, I said, yeah. I mean, T. Yes. I was like, whoo. I recently lost 30 pounds. But just like, I like to walk. I'm a walker.
Okay.
So I will walk around my neighborhood. I have a walking pad and I eat healthy, but I need to get back to like lifting.
Yeah.
And
that's when you start to really build the body you want.
Yes.
I didn't notice that either. I didn't know that. I used to be cardio. Let's just walk.
Yes, same.
I used to be real like cardio because I just wanted to lose weight fast and see that number. But then I'm like, dang, my skin not tight or it's not that protein in them weights. They gonna get you right every time.
Girl, when I tell you, like I said, your body has always been fire. But like when I have seen you recently, I'm like, God damn.
Yeah.
It's like, I got to. So that's what I'm getting better at.
Okay.
Getting.
Yeah. And that's what another thing that I used, I feel like, through this season to keep me sane was the gym.
Yes.
I was like, if I don't do shit else today, I'm going to the gym because that's what I'm doing for me.
Yeah.
I have to do that for me because don't nothing make me feel good than looking good.
I'm telling you.
I done been through some shit, but I don't look like it.
Don't look like it. Baby, it look like you've been living the life to me, okay?
No, for sure.
Yes.
That's good. That's a good one.
Yes.
Well, thank you for coming.
This was fun. I feel like we always have a good time.
We do.
Yeah.
Let's be like, let's hang out. We don't ever hang out.
I know, but we don't look. Since I'm gonna be closer to you now because I have a new house.
I'll make the beans. Next time you make some beans.
Okay.
Think of me.
But I want to eat your beans.
Okay, I'm gonna make.
Yes, because you cooked. Was it on 4th of July?
Yeah, I made
at all the place. Yes, girl.
Salad. I'm from Atlanta, so I can cook.
You be throwing that.
The arms for nothing. I can throw it down now. So yes.
Thank you for having me. This was fun, girl.
Thank you. And I'm gonna let you stay for our Trapformation. So at the end of each episode, I do a Trapformation, and basically it's an affirmation that we just keep all the way true.
Okay.
Got a little hooded sometimes spiritual, sometimes not. But when I was writing this one, I kind of thought about you because of, like you saying, your journey of not wanting to be. Now you're like, I don't want to be the most famous. I want my crew, my people that consistently that love me, rock with me, and I'm gonna roll with them.
Yes.
So the Trapformation today is: you don't need to be the loudest. You just need to be the most felt. Keep going. Somebody gonna feel you because a slow roll is better than no roll. Okay.
I felt that.
And that's this week's Trapformation. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for watching Better with Brii Renee. And of course, thank you to my lovely guest, Lex P. Of course, thank you to everybody that's watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. You can watch it every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Look, because that's
on time. She gonna be on time. I'm gonna make sure of it. I'm gonna be looking for my episode at 6:59.
Right. So thank y'all so much. Make sure you follow Lex P on all her socials and check her out in Travel Queens on BET Plus.
Yeah, so you can watch it on Hulu. You can do the BET Plus add-on. I mean the BET Her add-on.
Okay.
Or Philo, the Philo app. You can watch it on there.
If you got Comcast, you could just say it in the remote because that's what I did.
Okay.
Just say it in the remote and then pull up Travel Queens. Go watch it. It's such a cute travel show, and it's more than just about traveling. It's like it's just fun watching homegirls see the world together.
Yes.
You feel like you on a girls trip with them. Check that out. Make sure you check out Love Lex P on Mondays.
Yes.
At what time?
At 10 a.m. bright and early.
Bright and early.
Yes. And Poor Minds every Friday at 7 p.m.
Yes. Follow her on all of those socials. Subscribe to those channels. And we will catch y'all next time. Bye, y'all.